Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay June 28, 2022, the last Tuesday of the month. At welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Kung first time niyo po sa channel na ito, ako po si Benji Chidoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. At ang report na ito ay ginagawa ko po araw-araw. At I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Hindi po ako financial advisor. Anything I say in this channel ay hindi po financial advice. Get well soon po sa aking cousin, si Mari, and we're praying for your recovery. And I hope that we will discuss stocks soon with your dad, si Tito Sam. Ang ating news ay tungkol sa Metro Pacific kasama ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, June 28, 2022. Dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Don't go away. Okay, so let's now go to our financial headlines, and this is from BDO Securities. More aggressive rate hikes seen according to Moody Analytics. Moody's predicts a 50 basis point rate hike this August than a 25 basis points uptick due to higher food and oil prices. T-bills yields continue to rise, so yung 91-day T-bills is now at 1.910. Metro Pacific partners with Carmen's Best Group. Ito po yung ating main news. Then, GCash to further expand financial services. MWC reports lower water loss, among lowest in Asia. So, punta na tayo sa ating main news. From the business world, Metro Pacific enters agribusiness, takes 51% of dairy firm. Listed conglomerate Metro Pacific's Investment Corp announced on Monday that it signed an agreement with the Magsaysay-led Carmen's Best Group, with the former acquiring a 51% stake in the dairy company. MPIC seeks to help the country reduce its reliance on imports, including dairy products, said Manuel B. Pangilinan, MPIC Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer, during a press briefing. Carmen's Best concept has always been to start from the farm all the way to the consumers. That's the kind of model we would like to see, he added. MPIC entered into a partnership with Carmen's Best Group, which consists of Carmen's Best Dairy Products, Carmen's Best International Dairy Company, Inc., Real Fresh Dairy Farms, Inc., and the Laguna Creamery, Inc., as it hopes to further develop and expand the operations of its dairy farm and dairy products manufacturing facilities, the company said in a statement. The group is the maker of Carmen's Best ice cream and the Philippines' only locally pasteurized and homogenized fresh milk, Holly's Milk. Ito po yung Carmen's Best ice cream. Natikman nyo na ba yan? Masarap yun, And it's in a white container and very creamy po siya. Under the partnership, the Carmen's Best Group will integrate its assets and operations into the Laguna Creamery, Inc., or TLCI, with MPIC owning a 51% equity interest in TLCI and the Carmen's Best Group retaining 49% equity interest, MPIC added. June Cheryl A. Cabay Revilla, MPIC's Chief Finance, Risk and Sustainability Officer, said at a briefing that the listed company will be investing $198 million in TLCI. The transaction values Carmen's Best at $288 million. Okay, so yan po ang ating main news. And tignan po natin ang comments ng ating mga subscribers. I think we have some here. Flor de Liza Briones, good evening po sir. Pasilip naman po ng Converge ICT. Thank you po. And God bless. Salamat po, Flor de Liza Briones. Sama po natin si Converge. And then, I think that's it. Let's see what happened to the index today. Naku, nag-gain ang PSE index, ha? It gained 106.59 points. Nasa 6345.41 na po ang ating index. So 1.71% up, and it's a green candlestick, pero yung kanyang closing price or closing ng index ay mas mababa pa rin kesa dun sa 20-day moving average, no? Nasa 64 kasi yung 6400 yung MA20 natin, no? So bearish pa rin po ang dating niya, pero significant po yung rise ng ating relative strength index, nasa 43. Pagdating naman sa market activity, 121 companies advanced, 70 declined, while 47 remained unchanged. Ang all-share index natin is up 1.44%. Yung ating sectoral indices, only the financials registered a drop, 0.29% down, pero the rest, the holding companies, industrials, mining, properties, and services are up, led by services at 3.32%. So let's do our review. Let's review the following. Converge, MWIDE, 14.51% si MWIDE. PXP, which is a mining exploration, oil exploration company and part of the Metro Pacific Group. Then BDO, URC, and then MPI. Tingnan natin si MPI. Okay, so let's take a look now at Converge. Converge, yan, naku, nagkaroon siya ng, well, I wouldn't say this is a breakout dahil wala pang 2 weeks ito, and tingnan natin, it hasn't breached the support or the resistance, kasi per Instagrams, ang resistance po niya nasa 2183, nasa 2170 lang po siya. Pero it's the second day na nagkaroon siya ng green candlestick, and it's an engulfing candlestick at that, 10.83% ang taas niya, or 2.12 pesos up, which had a support. Ang support niya nandito, nasa 1860 po yung pinaka-support niya, and the resistance is somewhere here, pero the higher resistance nandito po sa area nito, nasa 2658. So I wouldn't say this is a breakout, pero malaki po yung improvement ng RSI niya. It has been oversold since January or June 14, and just until yesterday oversold pa rin siya, pero ngayon nasa 4486, out of the oversold level, pero still the trend is moving downwards, but the two green candlesticks looks promising. So it follows the general market sentiment, but overall bearish pa rin po ang dating. Okay, next would be MWIDE. Now MWIDE, ito ang breakout kasi merong significant po yung volume niya, and significant din yung increase, 14.51%, and this is the resistance level. It just breached the resistance level, so nasa 360, nasa 363 within resistance level po siya. Pero one thing good about MWIDE is that meron siyang volume. Now I'm looking for news kung bakit siya nagkaganito, and one of the news I found was a decision dismissal of an alleged violation of the anti-dummy law case, no? From the Regional Trial Court of Lapu-Lapu City. So na-dismiss po yung case niya, and probably this is contributing to the upswing of the stock. So sabi dito, we received today, June 27, this is just yesterday, from the RTC of Lapu-Lapu City, the omnibus order dated June 14, dismissing the criminal case against the following directors and officers of MWIDE Construction Corporation for alleged violation of the anti-dummy law. And this was because of a technicality, no? Sabi dito, the omnibus order explained, among others, the dismissal of the case was necessitated by the enactment of Republic Act 1165-9, signed into law last March 2022, which clearly excluded airport operations and maintenance from the definition of public utility, thereby removing the applicability of the nationality restriction to GMCAC in operating the Mactan Cebu International Airport. So yun po yung reason kung bakit siya na-dismiss. But anyway, maganda po yung prognosis dito sa MWIDE, and usually kung ang nangyayari po dito pagka meron pong breakout ay maaari mag-consolidate muna bago tumuloy pataas, or there are times when dumediretso po siya pataas depending po sa sentiment po ng market and the underlying economic factors that affect the stock. Okay, then next we have PXP. Ayan, patuloy na tumataas to, and sunod-sunod po yung breakout niya, no? There was a breakout yesterday, June 27, with volume. It's because it just reached, ito po yung pinaka-resistance level niya. And another breakout today, and the next resistance level would be here at 577. So mapapansin po ninyo na yung presyo po niya na 528 is already above the moving average, meaning na maaring nagbago na po yung trend. At ang RSI is above the midpoint, no? Bullish po yung RSI, nasa 64.06. So I would say that the trend is already upwards for PXP because of these two green engulfing candlesticks yesterday and today and the other day. So ang pinaka-support niya ngayon nasa 490, and the resistance level is 5.77. Support and resistance, di po yan exact points, these are areas. Then after PXP, tingnan naman natin si BDO, which has been, naku, pababa si BDO. Alam nyo, maganda bumili ng BDO, ha? Support level na po ito, eh. Kasi ang pinaka-support po niya nandito po sa area to. Nasa 118, nasa 116.50, or within the support level. And with the red candlestick now, it appears to be holding support. Pero meron siyang long tail, eh. At one point during the day, bumaba po siya ng 114. Pero nag-rally po siya to end at 116. Pero I think this is market sentiment following banking is one of the things which, tingnan natin si banking, financials down siya. So it followed the financial sector trend, no, today. Yan po, no, bearish po si BDO, and actually magandang bumili siya ngayon dahil ang resistance niya nandito po sa taas, eh, nasa 132, and mababa po yung BDO ngayon. Yung nearest resistance nasa 123, 124. Okay, then URC, naku, talagang nag-rebound itong si URC, and I would say nasa midpoint na po siya, no? Kasi nag-hold siya ng support dito, eh. Nasa 94 po yung support. So kung nakabili po kayo dito in this area, kasi at one point nag-low po siya at 93.25, ngayon nasa 106. So 13 pesos up, no? And there is volume, ha? Yesterday and today, so meron pong continuation yung kanyang breakout. Kasi yung pinaka previous support niya nandito po, or previous resistance rather, na naging support ngayon ay nasa 102. And the next resistance level is here, nasa 113. So, maganda po yung trend ng URC ngayon, and RSI is bullish at 58. Tingnan natin yung fundamentals ni URC. It's at 145 or a 43% upside based on yesterday's prices. Finally, we have Metro Pacific. Maraming magagandang negosyo si Metro Pacific, pero the stock is not really taking off. So it reached a high of 52-week high of 418, but that was it. And yung 52-week low niya, dito po sa March nangyari, and then July pa pala yun. July nangyari yun, 3.49. Pero it's hovering within that area, 3.59. So what I did was I drew a parallel channel from October up to the present, June 28. Makikita po ninyo na yung upper border is moving downwards, meaning that the resistance area is pababa over time. And one of the reasons kung bakit ganito ang movement ng stock is because most of the businesses of Metro Pacific are highly regulated. Yung Meralco, tollways, water, utilities, heavily regulated po yan. And that is why hindi po nagra-rise yung stock. Now they're into agriculture, with the purchase of Carmen's Best. They're trying to diversify. But that generally is the reason kung bakit ganito po yung movement ng stock. But fundamentally, ang tunay na presyo po ni Metro Pacific is 7 pesos or almost a 100% upside, 3.55 yesterday, nasa 7 ngayon. Ngayon, nasa 3.59. So almost a 100% upside. And I think this is the most undervalued stock in the index. Pero sa PSE, ang pinaka-undervalued niyan is Vistaland. 130% discount. Ito po. Na-sideline lang po tayo. Anyway, yan po Metro Pacific. And the upper border would be at 834. And the lower border would be at 347, which is our support. Ngayon po, nasa 359. So, what you can do is to wait for the stock to further move down to the 345, 347 level before buying it. So yan po ang ating report sa stock market. June 28, 2022. Ito po si Benji Chadoron nagpapaalala. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. Stay safe, God bless, and bye for now.